So you had an amazing career, and you finished as the second all-time leading rusher in Redskins history. Do you think you should be in the Hall of Fame?
I do, but just for the timing. You know, the era that I played in, you look at head-to-head matchups, LaDainian, Priest Holmes, Ezra and James, Corey Dillon, some of the better backs, Fred Taylor, the better backs at the time in the NFL, and the matchup was unbelievable. I've never not been a focal point of a defensive coordinator. They've never went into a game like, oh, CP washed up, don't worry about him. So you look at the opportunity and the luxury that some people had, you know, playing with good quarterbacks or playing with other Hall of Fame caliber players. I didn't really have that. Because when you look at guys that go into the Hall of Fame, there's normally a lot of them that go from whatever team that was. When you look at the Baltimore Ravens, Ray Lewis was an outstanding player, but Ed Reed was on that team as well. Tony Siragusa, you know, Terrell Suggs, when his day is finally up, he's going to the Hall of Fame as well. You look at Chris McAllister at cornerback. So there's a band of guys that go into the Hall of Fame together, whereas for me, I didn't have that luxury, but I never complained. And I don't think you stopped me. You know, when you look at the benchmark, which is 10,000 yards, I retired prematurely. You know, I retired 70 yards too early, or I would have been at 10,000 yards. I wish at that time it would have been more important to me, where I had the realization to say, you know what, I need to get these 70 yards, no matter if I had to crawl to get them. I need to get 70 yards just to secure the 10,000 yard mark, because that's the benchmark. It doesn't matter about the blocks and everything that you did that wasn't accounted for. It's just 10,000 yards. If I would have got 10,000 yards and been selfish, like, oh, I need to get 10,000, you know, that wasn't the way I played.
So maybe because you were unselfish, it could potentially cost you being in the Hall of Fame?
It's not judged on individual, it's judged on teams. You know, when you look at those teams, you look at Peyton Manning, who's an awesome top 3 quarterback of all time, and you look at Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne at receivers. You look at Dallas Clark at tight end. All of these guys, Ezra James in the backfield, all of them are going to the Hall of Fame. Every last one of them are going to the Hall of Fame at some point in his career, because you got the luxury of having Peyton Manning, and these were all of his weapons. So they're all going to the Hall of Fame. It's just a matter of when do they go. Ezra James should go to the Hall of Fame this year. Peyton Manning is already there. Marvin Harrison is already there. That's an amazing offense. Are you kidding me? All of them going into the Hall of Fame.
So now you are a sideline reporter for the Redskins, and considering everything you just said, is it difficult for you to be critical of other players when you were on the other side of it at one point?
It's not. So I do the post game, I do the sideline, and then I have a podcast. So I get an opportunity to be honest. And if you play a good game, I say you played a good game. If you snuck it up, I say you snuck it up.
You're going to be in Atlanta for the Super Bowl. What's your prediction?
Oh, it's tough. Sean McVay is an outstanding coach. He was on the Redskins staff, having the opportunity to be around him, getting to know him. You pull for Sean McVay. Like, you want to see this. You want to see.
You mean you pull for Sean McVay?
Yeah, for me.
Okay.
So I want to pull for Sean McVay. But
not saying I don't.
The man across the field from him,
Bill Belichick,
solidifies himself as the best of all time. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, the best package you'll ever find. And no matter how you write them off, no one expecting them to beat Kansas City at Kansas City a second time around. And they go out and orchestrate an 8-minute drive to start the game off.
They were only favored by 3.
Yeah, that's still been an underdog. Tom Brady is never an underdog, and you can never count him out. And I think they showed you that, because without having a true number one, without having a go-to guy that's explosive, on the final drive, they had 4 third-down conversions that anybody else would have panicked under. But it's like, you know what? Here's my outlet. Here's my go-to guy. Let's make this play. And you got Gronk. They were able to run the ball. It's hard to go against Belichick. 2 weeks. It's hard. And
experience is going to matter so much. I think the Rams guys are so young.
I think the Rams, especially coming from Hollywood, being out here in L.A., the fan base, everyone that's going to come, the spectacle that's going to come along with it, I don't think they're going to be focused this time around. They'll get back soon. I don't think they're going to be focused and know how to handle this. Even for Sean McVay, to understand how to handle this pressure of going to Atlanta and being on the main stage, having this stage because you just won a big game in New Orleans. Whereas the Patriots, they'll be asleep by 8 o'clock. Everyone well rested. Like, yeah, man, let's win this game and get the season over with. So I would take the Patriots.
Pats by what?
I give them 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.